Student, last day we have discussed that what economics is and why economics is being studied and what are the scopes that you will get if you will study economics, and basic definition of economics also we have discussed. Now, as I told that in economics there are so many vast varieties of questions is discussed and many things are discussed, so that the definition in a compact way it is writing is very difficult. Yet since it is being studied and time to time different economists have given their definitions, and last day we discussed that it is a social science. So based on that, from the society's point of view, uh, they have given different definition. Now we are saying social science. Why we are calling it a science? Because in science we whatever the observation we see, that usually doesn't change. But here, since the observation seen by, or what according to their perspective, different economists when got their definition, they have seen the position or problem in a different way. On that basis, different economists has given different economic definition. Though as I told that the vast thing, everything in a statement, it is very difficult to define economics. Yet whatever the definition is given by different economists, in a nutshell it is divided into four parts. That is, wealth definition means maximum those who has given. So first is wealth definition. Mainly it is given by Adam Smith and their followers. They have stressed, or they have given stress on wealth, that's why it is called wealth definition. Then welfare definition. Welfare definition is given by Alfred Marshall. Now just on the name only you can understand it is the stress is given on the welfare, not wealth. Wealth is there, but welfare is important main aspect. Using the wealth, welfare, if it will be discussed, then that is definition is discussed in this kind of economics. And then scarcity definition is given by Lionel Robbins. As I have discussed that economic study comes only due to scarcity or scarce problem of the resources, so that part is emphasized in this definition. And at last, growth oriented definition, that is given by Paul Samuelson. And this definition is actually at last is well accepted and better definition it is told. So as because it has taken more or less every part of or aspect of the economy, that's why this definition is better accepted. Now among this four definition, today we are going to discuss wealth definition. So as I told that wealth definition is given by classical economists. Now why we are saying classical economists? In the year 1776, Adam Smith in his book, that is the definition whatever he has given, that is only the name of the book. He has defined economics like a science which inquires into the nature and causes of wealth of nation. So this is only the definition part which is given by classical economists. So why I am telling he is called classical? Because it is old. In year 1776 he has given this definition. So at last day I told that in the year 300 something BC, Aristotle has given first definition, and after that time to time so many definitions has been given. So among these four type of definition has been considered as specific definition or important definition. So the oldest definition is given by Adam Smith. That's why he is also called father of economics. So Adam Smith is called father of economics. Now his followers like J.S. Mill, Ricardo Senior and others also have given this kind of definition only. That's why just it is a symbol that wealth definition is taken of Adam Smith, because all other rest economists have given same type of definition. Now what the definition is saying, a science which inquires into the nature. Why it is saying science? As you know that in science what we do, that from the observation only we inquire that what are the reasons of any particular incident. That's why here also, since the nature and causes of wealth of nation, that means why wealth will be acquired and what will be the type of wealth. Nature here it is representing type of wealth and causes representing that why wealth will be needed. So that only, that inquiry is, if it is done, that inquiry is only is the study of economics. So a science which inquires into the nature and causes of wealth of nation, this is only definition. And the book he has written, that is the name of the book also same. Now what actually he is trying to say, that what are the causes of wealth? The causes of wealth will be production. That means why wealth will be needed for and from where, that means how wealth will be needed. So using by production wealth can be generated and growth and can be generated, and after getting the wealth that will be distributed. And in case of nature, it has given, means when he have written his book, there he has expressed that by nature what he actually means. So by nature means he has means that wealth only that is material wealth. Material wealth means that can be touched, that means gold, silver or anything, any commodity or goods that can be touched, that is only was his under his consideration, that will be wealth. So if in each cases, after giving definition, different economist has given characteristics and their features. Start. Now if any definition will be given, we have to see that what are the features of the definition. Features means whatever it has been explained in the definition or characteristics. And criticism also we have to understand. Now what is the criticism? If we are doing any work, then somebody may like or somebody may don't like. So those who will like, they will say the characteristics of the wealth of the definition, and those who are not liking that whatever you have said, this is not correct, this should be there. So whatever it has been not said, that will be criticism. So in the definition only it is given that study of wealth, first feature is it is study of wealth. So that means it is study of wealth only, other aspects is not being discussed. So what is the study? How people, by study of wealth, here it is trying to say that how people is trying to earn wealth and spend it. So that is only discussed under this, but other aspects it has been not discussed, that if wealth is there, Then use without wealth there are many things. That means that if after accumulation of wealth, how can we improve our welfare, that part has not been discussed. So only production and how wealth can be generated through production and how we will spend it, that part only has been discussed. Now what are the causes of wealth, that is also characteristics of or feature of this wealth definition. Causes of wealth means from where we can get wealth, and what we are doing wealth means reason why we are acquiring wealth. So here, and means in his explanation he has explained that only production and accumulation, that production is being discussed and accumulation of wealth. Reason is that we have to acquire wealth to just it actually it says that if a nation will become wealthier, that means the person or the all the people who are living in this economy, they will be happier. So other things it has not been discussed. So that's why actually we have to, in characteristics we have to say only that things that this has been discussed, and in criticism when we will draw the point, we have to say that this has been ignored, this has been ignored. Same thing will be there, but there we have to say that it has not been discussed, and in characteristics we have to say this has been discussed. So that's why it is a study of wealth and causes of wealth. That means what is the reason why wealth is being discussed. So because from production and accumulation is the reason for wealth. Now third characteristic is economic man. By here economic man, he is trying to say that by economic word we means that a person who is engaged in production or engaged in money activity, means any activity which is related to money or wealth. He is trying to say that a person is related to only acquiring wealth. That means he has talked about that a man who is self centered, that means aware of self interest, and he is trying only increasing wealth by his material gains. As in case of Adam Smith, or according to him, wealth means only material things, other things are not being discussed. So he is trying to say that it is study of wealth only, that means how that material things will be collected, and causes means from where we can collect, that means what are the reasons that production from production we can increase our wealth, and we after producing then we will accumulate so that our country will be developed and people will be happier. But and third property, as it is said, economic man, that means a man he is around his only that economic activity and other aspects has not been discussed. So only the man is self-aware of that self-interest to acquiring wealth only, other aspects of life he is not taking into account. So that is only characteristics of or features of wealth definition. So three part or three definitions, three features are there, and actually since different author or different economists has written, seeing the or reading the book of his written different characteristics, so it you may see that in the different book this characteristics can be written one more or one less. So it is not that this is only will be discussed. So main three part it is important, that is study of wealth, causes of wealth and economic man. But rather than in some book, as in class 9 book class 9's book I have sent you the PDF. There you can see that one more point is extra, that only material things is being discussed. So that is also another point or characteristics they have given, but in your book only this three characteristics is given. So by this, what actually does it mean? That different economics have read the book, whatever the book he has written, and from reading the book, what they have understood, they have, according to them, they have written. So what you have to do, that what you are reading or what you are seeing, either from this book, as this is the book of Frank, from there I am teaching you, and ninth book that I have given you PDF, that was by Goel. So the author is different. So in this cases you can see that the points or the characteristics or merit, demerit, whatever, you will see that they are in different books, it will be written in different way. The main thing is that you have to understand that what point it is being given in the point, means what explanation is being given, and writing that point you have to give proper explanation, that what actually the point is trying to say. In your syllabus, if you'll see the syllabus, maximum 3 characteristics and 3 criticism you have to learn, but you have to understand the rest whatever it is given. So as per syllabus, or you have to learn 3, but it will be asked to you any characteristics and what does it mean by, if it will be, the point will be mentioned, in that case you will follow Frank only. But to understand better, as I told that some points may be in class 9's book extra, or in other book also may be extra, but you will follow only Frank for class 11 and for class 12, because we have talked with the other teachers in class 11 and 12, everywhere Frank is being followed, and they strictly follow Frank, and in class 10 they follow Goel. So that's why these 2 books we will follow. As I told you that in class 11 also and in class 12 also, I'll send you time to time, whenever whatever the chapter we will discuss, related chapters from 9 and 10 also I will send you, so that you can go through from there also. Some point, as I told, that some point there will be extra, or some point here will be extra. So it may differ as per author. It doesn't mean that this is wrong or that is wrong, or this one is also correct and that one is also correct. Now we'll move to criticism. So criticism means, as I told, that those who have seen that whatever the subject matter he has discussed, Adam Smith has discussed, according to them they thought that it is not correct. That's why they have criticized. So main who has criticized, Thomas Carlyle, and then John Ruskin, and many other economists are there, among Alfred Marshall, who has given the next definition, that is welfare definition, he also criticized. So first point is too much emphasis on materialism. So as I told, that one characteristic is also there, only material goods discussed, and since this is characteristics, so this point is coming, that too much emphasis on material goods on it. So what does it mean? That it is called by some economics, it is called that it is peak science or dismal science or bread and butter science. Why this terms has been used? Peak science means, actually it is meaning that greedy science, that means you are only thinking about your wealth only, other aspects of life you are not thinking about. Then dismal science, that means it is not correct. Whatever he has given in his definition, that only we will discuss about wealth and other aspects, That means if by production you are acquiring more and more wealth, and which is damaging the environment, so you are not thinking about that and you are acquiring only uh, wealth by increasing production, so that is not correct. So that's why it is called decimal science. Then bread and butter science, that means it indicates actually the higher society. That means the bread and butter is being used by the higher society. That means wealth is, when we are generating wealth, it is implying more and more wealthy person. So that's why it is called bread and butter science. That means too much emphasis on materialism. Under this, these are the points that is given to his explanation, that this is these names are given. And next is why it is saying that too much emphasis on materialism, because it is ignoring higher values of life. That means if we are talking about happiness, as Adam Smith is saying that wealthier a nation, happier its people will be. It is not all time, always it is not correct. So if a man is healthy, wealthier, it doesn't mean that it will be he will be happier also. So happiness, then love and affection, that is being sacrificed when you are getting or you are engaged in acquiring more and more wealth. So that part, it is not correct, and this is the criticism of, or the first criticism. Second criticism is narrow view of wealth. Narrow view of wealth, by here it is mean, say one part means it has been given first point that it is only too much emphasis on material wealth. So material wealth, when you are saying too much, the explanation is that we are ignoring the higher value of life. And when we are saying narrow view of wealth, then you have to give the explanation that it is considering only material wealth. That means it is excluding the non-material wealth. Non-material wealth, only higher value of life, that is happiness, love, affection. And non-material wealth means that wealth which we cannot touch, like health service, education service. These are also needed. These things are also needed to study in economics. That is being excluded. That means scope of economics here, it is narrowed. That's why it is said narrow view of wealth. Then third point is secondary place to man. Secondary place to man, it means that according to Adam Smith definition, his center point is, or central point is, accumulation of wealth and production of wealth only. But he has not talked about the welfare of the society, which is being used by, or which can be done by using this wealth only. So Alfred Marshall, who has given the welfare definition, actually once one definition is comes, then whatever the drawbacks, seeing that part which is not included, new definition has come. So that only Alfred Marshall, he criticized that our ultimate object is actually society's welfare. It is not that we will collect only wealth and wealth and wealth, and society's welfare, it will not be discussed. So our target should be that main objective is social welfare. That's why it is importance is given only wealth, not man, because society's welfare, that means, and society means mankind. So that should be that should come first, in case he has given the man to the secondary position and wealth to the first position. Next criticism is it ignores the problem of scarcity. So actually when we discuss that why we are studying economics, the problem is scarcity only, that the resources are scarce, that's why we are studying economics. Otherwise so there was no use of studying economics. So that part she totally ignored. That means he has not discussed only about the scarcity or scarce problem. So these are the things that wealth definition, characteristics definition. So regarding definition only you have to write this much of only, and explanation in 2-3 lines that what actually he is trying to say. And in case of characteristics maximum 3 you have to write, but the point, all the points you have to know the idea that what actually it is meaning. And characteristics also 3 maximum characteristics, 3 criticism also you have to learn 3, and meaning if it will be heading will be there, then you have to understand what actually it is explaining. So today we have discussed wealth definition, and next day we will discuss welfare definition. So today up to this much. Thank you.